are doing well. Today I'm not going to stay for a long. Last time we talked about present simple, when do we use present simple tense. Today I'm going to share with you how can we form sentences using present simple tense. How can you form an affirmative sentence, negative sentence, and an interrogative sentence using present simple. If you still remember, last time we mentioned that we can use present simple tense to talk about our daily routine, habits, repeated action. Also, we use present simple if we want to talk about general truths or facts, okay, something that is always true. And more than that, we can use it with timetable or schedule, okay? If you have a plan, you can use also simple present tense. Today, I'm going to focus on how can we write simple sentences using present simple tense. How can you form it, okay? How can you write a correct sentence, a simple and the correct one? Okay, let's have a look at this one. This is concerning the form, as I said. Today we are going to focus on the form. In order to form an affirmative sentence, it's very simple. You start with subject plus verb, okay? Subject plus verb, and then the rest of your sentence, okay? An object or a complement. If we have this example, I work, okay? We have subject plus the verb work, but the verb is not conjugated. It's in the base form, okay? It's in its original. That is the main point in simple present. You work the same. We didn't conjugate the verb. We put the verb in base form. What you have to take in consideration when it comes to simple present in affirmative is that we add s when it comes to he and she and it, and we say he works, okay? We add s. She works, it works, okay? The same goes with all the verbs, okay? Of course there are some exceptions, but generally speaking, we add s to most of the verbs, and we see I read, she reads, I dance, she dances, okay? We add s. With the rest of subject pronoun, we put the verb in base form. We work, you work, and they work, okay? The verb is, all verbs are in base form, in an infinitive without to, but when it comes to he and she and it, we add s. This is concerning affirmative. Subject plus verb and the rest of your sentence. Very simple. Negative form. In order to form a negative sentence, you have to have don't or doesn't, okay? It's necessary that we will need this auxiliary, either don't or doesn't. Doesn't again with he and she and it, and don't or don't with the rest of subject's pronoun. For example, I say I don't work, I don't work. You don't work. Again, but with he and she and it, it's always a different story. We say he doesn't work, she doesn't work, it doesn't work. And the same with other subject pronoun. We don't work, you don't work, they don't work, okay? We need don't, okay? In order to form a question mark or an interrogative sentence. And we see do I, okay? Do I work? Do you work? Again, does with he and she and it, and we see does he work, or does she work, or does it work, okay? This is just an example. Do we work, do you work, and they, or do they work, okay? The same goes with all subject pronoun. I will try to explain myself again. We see it first one, affirmative, you will need, when it comes to affirmative, you will need subject plus verb. Affirmative plus subject plus verb. Verb qui compte base form ما مصرف ما والو. It's in its original في الأصل ديالو ما مصرف ما زيد ليه والو except with he and she and it. But with he and she and it, it's necessary that you add s. ضروري خصك تزيد s to the verbs in simple present. It's not always s. بعد مرات كنزيدو es. بعد مرات ias. We'll talk about these exceptions at the end. Okay? And we see this one for negative form. غتحتاج don't or doesn't. Doesn't مع he or she or it. And don't مع rest of subject pronoun. Interrogative sentence or question mark, it's necessary that you start with do or doesn't. ضروري تبدا, okay, does. Okay, sorry, you have to do does, and you see does he work, does she work, or does it work. And the other subjects you start with do, and of course you have to put a question mark at the end. Okay, let's have a look at exceptions. Okay, we have some exceptions. Let's have a look at. Okay, let's have a look at the exceptions. How can we deal with spelling? With third personal singular, with he and she and it, we said normally we add just s, verb plus s. I speak, he speaks, she speaks, it speaks. Very simple. But sometimes you may need to add es, not s. We add es. When do we add es? If you have a verb or if you have verb that end with double s, ch, sh, or x or o, in this case you will need to add es. For example, I kiss, this verb ends with double s. With he and she and it, we have to add es, and we see she kisses or he kisses, we add es. The same if you have a verb that is same if you have any verb that ends with one of these letters. If you have a verb that ends with ch, for example, I watch, he watches. Ch, for example, if I wash my face, he or she washes her face. X, I fix, he fixes. O, I go, for example, he goes or she goes. We add es because it ends with, the verb ends with one of these letters, okay? And the third one, or last one, if you have a verb that ends with a consonant, it should be a consonant, not a vowel. A consonant plus y. In this case, we drop the consonant, we drop y, and we change it to an I. We change it to an I, and we add es. Let's have a look at this one. I try, if you notice, this verb ends with y, and before it there is a consonant, okay? There is R, it's a consonant. We drop y, we drop this one with he and she and a, we drop y, and we add es, and it becomes he tries or she tries. The same, I cry, he cries, we drop y, and we change it to an I, and we add es. I hope you benefit from this. See you next time.